you seen when it comes to salaries at this time?
Yes, we've seen, we've got some quite good data around that. We've actually seen a 15% drop in public sector salaries that are advertised on our site. So it doesn't necessarily mean that's the money that's going into someone's pocket when they do get the job. But what we can see is that from the jobs advertised in the public sector, they're up 15% lower than they were a year ago. And actually, when you compare that to the private sector is pretty flat. When you look at year on year, it's about 1% growth on what we saw a year ago. So it does appear from our data the public sector is very poorly compared to that in the private sector when it comes to salaries.
With that trend you've seen that public sector pay is dropping, do you think it's fair what the Chancellor has announced today, that pay will be frozen?
I mean, obviously there has been an increase announced to the NHS staff and those on the lower salaries, so anyone below 24,000 will get an increase. But from our data, it does seem that there's an imbalance between the public and the private sector, with the private sector salaries holding up better than those in the public sector.
Matthew Moore, thank you very much for your time tonight. Well, the Chancellor made one big change that means the South will be in line for a smaller proportion of government investment in future, as our political editor Peter Henley now reports.
It's not up